What's
So
up,
good at
Colby?
this.
What's up, Maddie? What's up, Joe? What's up, Willie?
What up?
We're
What
only
up, what up?
16 weeks into this.
Hey, can we cut the music? Somebody
Cut the music. Whose job is that? That's mine.
Not mine.
That's
There
mine.
we go.
That's mine. My bad.
Take it away,
Everybody.
Colby.
We're doing a podcast.
We've done 16 podcasts, by the way. Who would have thought?
Number 16. That's 4 months worth of podcast. That is a third of a year.
Jeez.
Fun?
Does it feel like a third of a year yet?
No.
No. It feels like we started this yesterday.
And we've pretty much exactly where we were when we started.
Our
Fun-
skills have
fun.
gone up 0.
Correct.
Yeah, I was gonna say a fun fact about the podcast. The number of podcasts is the same amount of views we have total.
Facts.
Are you saying 1 per? That's not good.
It's not good.
It's us. It's us. We're the one view.
Well, proud fans.
Hey, what's on tap for today, Colby? What do we got?
Well, we're going to be talking about some games we've been playing. Of course, we're going to be talking about the Lightning, and we're going to go through our favorite, best video games year by year. But
Sounds
first,
intense.
what have you guys been playing?
Colton, I think you normally start, don't you? Colby,
Oh, I
what you
guess I
been
normally
playing?
start.
Yeah, what you been playing, Colby?
What haven't I been playing? Actually, not much. Let me think. Oh, so I started playing Minecraft again.
Oh boy.
You know,
Jeez.
I'm going down a dark path. I installed a bunch of mods, like 367 or something, to be exact.
Mods?
Yeah, they just
Wow.
like change the game.
Yeah, I know what they do, but
Making sure you play video games before.
yep.
Yeah, so it's like the biggest mod pack that they have, and I was like, you know what? I like Minecraft. I'm gonna play it with literally everything you could think of added to the game. So it should be fun. It's kind of crazy because there's so much crap that I just have no idea about that I have to learn about, which is fun, but it's also can be overwhelming.
Understandable. Saw that you finished your Zelda run.
I did.
Yep. So very nice, very nice. Been playing that, obviously.
You beat that. It took right around an hour and a half, which is a lot shorter than I thought it would be, but it's the first time I played through it following a guide. So that helped a lot. But,
For the whole game, 1 hour and a half.
yeah, I would just like have like it takes you around the very beginning of the game. It just shows you how to collect all the important stuff before you really
I
start
mean,
the dungeons.
I watched you. I just didn't know what was going on.
Yeah,
It's not a speed run, is it? Like that's just if you're doing it right, that's how long it should take.
Yeah, like if you know where to go, that's essentially how it should go. It gets you pretty overpowered at first, so it makes the first like 4 levels like stupid easy. But then like there's no making level 9 really easy. It's just if you're good at Zelda, if you played it a lot, you'll be fine. And even if you're not, if you follow the guide, you should be able to, get through it. So the guide
Nice.
made it light. What about you guys?
I believe I go next usually. An old throwback that I played this past week brought so much joy to my life.
I
Reminded
don't want
me
to talk about this really.
of the good old.
Joe, what
the
have you
good
been
old
playing?
days. No. I've been playing some NHL 2K8. Just slopping all over Will. It brought back the memories. It took me a game or two to get the rust off, and then it was bang, 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 knock them out. 8-1, 7-1,
No.
16-1,
No,
16-1 in the first period. I mean, it was just
No.
amazing.
No.
What's your rebuttal?
First of all, I am a much better player, NHL 2K8 player than Getty.
Lies.
Okay, how many times did you beat me?
That doesn't matter.
Okay,
You have figured out the ultimate cheese.
okay.
You don't do any passing. You don't do any setting up a play. All you do is do your little swervy garbage. Your goalie is cheat codes. Every player on the Lightning from 2007 is 100 overall.
No, I think they're a 73 overall, like rating, total rating.
Yeah, lies.
Okay, well,
I'm
we'll move off
better.
of that. But yeah, so I've been playing some of that. Been playing some TFT, grinded out into the season is coming. Push through platinum, push through gold into platinum, almost at diamond now. They released the PBE, so the like beta access for the next set. So I've been playing that. Sticking with Rocket League with the boys. That's about it. Still doing Horizon Zero Dawn. Good stuff.
Yeah, I got a question for you, Getty.
Shoot.
I saw an article this week saying that Sony and Netflix were talking about trying to do a Horizon Zero Dawn TV show. What's your thoughts on that? Think it would be good?
I think as long as it were done right, I think it would be good. Like, barring the fact that I didn't realize it was set on Earth, like that little side note aside, the storyline is really unique in how it, like it's still the future, but everything has progressed to such an extent that it's almost like you're going back in time, minus the machines, because the machines overrun everything, and now here you are back to scavenging life
Like
styles.
caveman type.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is pretty awesome because, and I think especially with the like film technology that we have these days, the like cinematic stuff, you'd be able to it wouldn't be cheesy. Like you could have machines with. Wasn't there some machine caveman movie like 10,000 BC or whatever that had jank machines in it that everybody hated because it was like this could have been cool, but it wasn't done well because of the inability to do it well. But now I think we could do something like that well. I think that'd be cool.
Wally.
Yes, I'm talking about Wally. But yeah, I'd be interested to see. I would be interested to watch that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's about it for me. That's all I'm playing these days.
Horizon Zero Dawn is pretty cinematic with everything.
Now, see, I will say I was disappointed. Like gameplay footage, like gameplay graphics and whatnot is amazing. Cutscene footage is horrible. Weird.
It's pretty good to me.
I was horribly disappointed. I'm like, am I playing Mass Effect Andromeda all over again?
You don't gotta get up, bring that monstrosity.
Oh,
back for
I've been playing Mass Effect 2, by the way. Oh, what a game.
Tell us what happened.
That was like the perfect kiss sound.
I've been practicing, It was a long vacation.
Man, I need to get a recording of that so I can have it on a button.
Okay, so what happened? So I kept thinking, today's the day. Me and Miranda are finally going to do it. Like, this is it. I've been sweet talking this lady for like, I don't know, 8 2-hour sessions every day. I'm like, I'll go do a mission. I'll go talk to Miranda, because she keeps leading me on. Like, oh, Shepard, you want this? You still want this? Oh, I'm like, yeah, I want this, lady. Like, there's a bed right there. She's like, we'll wait for a quieter time. I'm like, okay, whatever. Whatever. I'm like, our whole ship just got abducted by Reapers. There's not going to be any more of a quiet time than this. But whatever. But then I go downstairs, down into the basement, where old micro titty Jack is just sitting there. I'm like, hey, Jack. Jack's a girl, by the way. Just getting that out there. How's it going?
Micro titties.
Yeah, she's got weird. I don't even know what's going on there. Whole different podcast.
Are you sure that it's a girl?
It's a different aesthetic.
No. But anyway, hey, Jack, how's it going? Shepard, why are you trying to get to know me? Is this just about sex? Me. Yes. And then she just throws me down on the table, and there it is. like all this time. But I'm going for the trifecta. So I've got Jack done. There's 2 others that I think I can get. Well, maybe Miranda will do it. I don't know. We'll see. Tune in every day, 2 to 4, and find out with me. We're taking them all to Pound Town.
Yeah, I can't wait for that Garrus episode. That's gonna be awesome.
That's Bone Jaw to a whole new level right there. Whew.
It just gets me steamy just thinking about it. So. Alright. Will, what have you been playing?
NHL 2K8.
How was that?
You didn't
How
wanna
was that?
talk about that.
That's excellent. Tainted Grail. I'm about to 100% achievement. Tainted Grail. Pretty good game. little Apex with Maddie and Billy, and um, Rocket League. We won a tournament. What was it?
Yeah, it was Diamond.
Diamond tournament the other day. So pretty good week.
Hey, what was
Video
our team name
games.
for that?
You probably can't say it on here.
Yeah, is it repeatable?
Oh yeah, it was one of the Gapes.
Okay.
Yeah. Never mind.
Gigs.
Good
Um,
times.
I didn't actually play this, but we got an Apex win this week, didn't we, boys? I wasn't playing.
It's bad when you
yeah,
have to talk
we
about it by the week, Will.
we understood that
By the
when you said
month,
that you all won. We knew you weren't playing.
Colton got his first.
I got my
Congratulations.
first dub in Apex.
Congratulations.
I suck balls at that game, but it is a lot of fun.
Yeah,
had
it's
No idea. I play the guy who you can ping out like I don't even know what it's called.
Blood
But you,
or
yeah,
Bloodhound.
Bloodhound. And you can
The
ping. I didn't know
guy.
other people could see that.
uh,
I guess I was just like giving away our position the whole time, thinking that that was like just something me and my friends could see. Not the case, but you learn a little bit every day. Sorry to interrupt.
I think that's it for me.
All right, Martavis.
Just been playing the old Apex League,
Mm-hmm.
TFT.
Classic combo.
Pretty boring.
That's okay. Joe, what you been playing?
Not much this week. I've just played a little bit of a game called Into the Breach.
Oh yes.
I saw that. What kind of game is that? I don't like. I know
It's like a
nothing about it.
tactic. It's a strategic game, turn-based. You get like 3 mechs. They each have their own abilities, and they each have a driver that also like adds to like their abilities. And then you drop them on like a grid board,
Mhm.
and then there's like these bugs that it shows what their attack's gonna be, like where they're gonna attack, and then you have to like move around and try to disrupt them and or kill them or whatever. But it's like you only each turn you can only reset it once for that turn only. So if like you're on the grid box and you're 3 turns in and you realize you've completely screwed yourself, then you've completely screwed yourself and there's no going back. And it does it on like you, if you like die or lose or whatever, then you get sent back like your character, because like the whole game's based off of like you sending like pilots back to the past or whatever. So you have to like reset. or
That's
whatever.
pretty cool.
And then every
That's
time
kind of-
you beat the there's like 4 islands. Every time you beat the 4 islands, you get to keep one of your pilots, and then you like it resets and starts in like the next stage, which is harder and everything.
Nice.
A little XCOM-ish.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, just cheaper though. It was like $6.
XCOM had a deal. I didn't see it until this last day. It was the like complete XCOM package. So like all 3 games plus DLCs for $13 the other day.
Dang.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yep.
I was gonna say I don't know if I've ever 100%ed achievement a game before.
Really?
I don't know what you're missing out, baby.
Not much.
I'm
Okay.
curious to hear which games you guys have 100%ed. Obviously not Will, because he's probably 100%ed every game in his library.
All right. Makes me sick.
He's excluding the only guy that cares.
Well, what's your most proud? Like, which one are you most proud of?
I can answer for Will.
Yikes. All right, go ahead. Let me hear
It
what you
has
got.
got to be Halo 3.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, probably. All the legendary achievements.
Yep.
I mean, there's a ton of them anyway. There's like 80 of them. And then the Lone Wolves achievements. Yeah, that's
Yep.
probably it.
Is there any one that comes close, maybe?
Uh,
I mean, you got a lot.
get back to me on that.
Okay. Does anybody else have one? Because I've only ever 100%ed like Madden '08, and that took like 15 minutes.
Yeah, the one that I can't do.
Actually, I
Yeah.
might have Siege since they changed the
You have
changed the
Siege. I know.
challenges.
I know
Yeah,
you
you
have
do.
Siege.
They changed. I did not have it before they changed the challenges because they used to have the challenges be there were like some PVE ones that I did not have. They were like kill a certain amount of enemies in defense, like 100
Oh.
enemies in
I still have
defensive
it
PVEs.
100% completed, so I would guess you have it 100% completed.
Yeah, but they've changed the challenges. Is what I mean. So
I think I'm one achievement away. Siege.
What a shame. Probably the breach charge one.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. Maybe.
I'm
Yeah,
looking
see?
through my list. I don't have that many. I've only got like 3 or 4.
Mm.
I've got Oblivion. That was a good one.
Yeah, I don't have Oblivion, which is stupid because I should. But I
I've
love that
got
game.
Dante's Inferno and Jedi Fallen Order. Both those were good.
Yeah, but Dante's Inferno, you got 100% achievement completion for just killing that titty monster, right?
Yeah, you gotta kill the titty monster and not ejaculate. That's how you get it.
Oh, nice.
It was pretty hard.
So you have like 700 hours.
Yeah, it was pretty hard. Anyway,
Anywho,
I would have to say my probably second most proud would be Vermintide 2.
I didn't go to computer. I don't have that one 100%ed.
No, you have to reach level 30 with all the characters, which is really time consuming. And then the Skittergate on Legend was
That was not
possibly
easy.
my most proud achievement of all time.
That was hard.
It was really hard.
I said about sums it up though. I guess that's all we've been playing, Colby.
Pretty good list.
Yeah.
we did okay. To segue into our next segment, I would like to talk about something that Joe brought up last week. Well, last podcast, I guess. 2 weeks ago, if that's right. And we're going to talk about a game that we finished that we. I don't even. Joe, what was the question? I don't remember exactly how you said it.
You regret finishing.
I'm
That you
glad I'm
regret
needed.
Right.
Oh yeah. So
So,
who's starting?
Take us away, Colby. As long as you got one.
yeah. So, I mean, I kind of had two answers, as in, like, a game I regret finishing because I thought it was bad was Mass Effect 3 with the weird endings. And
Hey.
okay. Well,
Thank you.
I won't spoil anything, but,
Okay.
I wasn't fully satisfied, I guess. But another game I would say that I regretted finishing, and I mean this in like I regretted finishing Oblivion because I ran out of motivation to go back and do like all the other stuff. Like there's so much stuff to do in that game, but once I finished the main quest, I was like, well, I kind of feel like that's the end of the game, and I just lost motivation to play more of that.
Hmm.
So that's my non-answer of an answer.
It's an interesting interpretation of the question
Good.
because
Yeah.
you didn't really
That's
answer
good.
either of the ways I would have answered.
Nice. All right, Will, what you got?
This is a really tough question because if I'm playing a game and I'm like, oh gosh, this is bad, Dragon Age, I just don't play it. And I mean, so the only game I could really think of, and I don't even know if you guys would consider it beating it, but Destiny. I like you can't really beat Destiny, but
Dude,
just based on the amount of hours.
stealing dog.
Uh-oh.
Regret every minute I spent in that game.
That would be my answer. Destiny. Just felt like a waste of time.
Yeah, that was a good one because the campaign was like multiplayer, right?
Well,
Yeah,
okay, I mean, totally forgot about the campaign. If we're talking about the campaign,
Right.
yeah, that's the worst campaign of any game I've ever played. It was maybe 4 hours,
Right.
5 hours.
It was strange.
But you beat it.
I did beat it. Yeah.
So then that could be that's a campaign right there.
Yeah. Worst
Ugh.
campaign I've ever played. All it did
Ugh.
was set up for a sequel or set up for the DLC. Like you beat the game, and then it's just like a cliffhanger, and DLC's coming out.
Vomit-inducing game.
Yeah, bad.
Pretty trash.
So I was going to say that as well. I was going to say Destiny, but then on top of that, also a game that I haven't finished, but was super excited, look forward to, started playing it, realized it was garbage. Halo 4, the campaign, not good.
Okay. I was gonna say I changed my answer to Halo 5, but I didn't beat the first mission.
Nice.
I hate that game.
It's
Fiery passion.
campaign's bad. Multiplayer's good.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Well, those are mine.
Those are your two.
Yep.
Matthew, you got anything over there? A game you regret finishing?
I don't know. I can't really think of any, cause like if I don't like it, not gonna finish it. Even the games I do like, I don't finish those. um, so
Yeah,
it's a tough one. I mean, I don't even remember which Halo it is. Halo 4 or Halo 5. One of those. One of those was like the ending was just stupid.
Probably Halo
I
5
think it was Halo 4.
or Halo 4.
It was Halo 4. Halo 5 was the
Yeah.
one where you play as Locke sometimes, right? Yeah. So it was Halo 4. I thought that was a weird campaign. And I was like,
Trash.
well, this was like kind of a waste.
It's like,
But-
oh look, Halo 3, one of the greatest campaigns ever. I really am looking forward to playing Halo 4. Plays Halo 4. This is horrible.
You guys are just. They did a really bad job. There's a ton of like backstory and whatnot in the books, and you guys never read the books. So
It doesn't matter. I didn't have to read the books to know that Halo 3 campaign was amazing.
True.
yeah, sure. I'm
Regardless.
just saying there was some.
I get it. But
Maybe if there was like a hour lecture before you start
I'd be down for
all
that.
the crap that happens, like as soon as you drop into the Forerunners and all that, it just gets very confusing.
I still had fun. Me and Connor beat it in like one night.
I mean, it's a fun game. I like Halo 4 actually.
Brings us to Joe, the question creator. Joe, what you got?
I think it is. I'm not sure because they all blur together. But Call of Duty Black Ops 2.
Mm.
I got super disinterested in the game, and I don't even know why. I pushed through and finished it, and I got to the end, and I was just like trying to skip through the last cutscene. I think it was because that was the one. I think it was the one that they had the alternate endings depending on some of the things you did. There was like a couple moments. Did any of you guys play any of these?
I did.
No.
I played Black Ops 2.
You played the campaign.
Yes, I did.
So the part where the guy's out there with the bag on his head and you have to shoot him.
Yep.
Yeah, I shot him right in the head.
Nice.
Done. Found out later you can shoot him in the leg, and this guy comes back, and you don't actually go to the guy's. Like the guy doesn't actually die. So
You shot him in the head and he doesn't die?
No. I found out later that you could have just shot him in the leg, and he
Like-
wouldn't have died.
I'll
But-
shoot him better next time.
Yeah, no, I shot him in the head, and he was out. Like I lost him. He was done.
gone. Yep.
Yeah, so I don't know. I really I regretted playing that campaign because like I wanted to do that whole aspect of like making choices and changing the end of the game, and then I made the choices and it changed the end of the game, and I didn't like it, and it wasted all my time, and I didn't want to go back through and it was yeah. I'd played like I'd played every Call of Duty campaign before that too, so I played the original Call of Duty 1, 2, and 3, then Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops, and then the Black Ops 2 campaign. So I was kind of done with it all.
You were big time committed. Jeez.
But that was the last campaign I played.
And then you're like, I just killed my whole squad. Can I be done?
Yeah, I killed my guy. I couldn't even play Black Ops 3 because I killed.
You commit suicide. Jeez.
Man, those Call of Duty games, those early ones, they
Excellent.
came out. They were good. But they came out pretty early. Do you guys remember what years?
No.
Call of Duty
Uh,
1 was 2004.
2004? That sounds about right. But that transitions very well into our next segment, where we're going to be going over some of our favorite gaming years.
Oh, and you said you aren't getting better at this.
Yeah, look at him
Hey,
go.
listen, I got
He's
some
a
segue skills.
he's a dirty skank.
Dirty skank for my podcast. Lay it all on the line for this baby. So what we're doing is we're going through. We're going to have 4 chunks of time, since we more or less as a group decided that games before the year 2000 are all old and suck.
Well, that's not
We're
true.
not going to count those. That's
Unpopular opinion for Colton.
yes.
But the
I
rest of us
completely
agree.
disagree with it. Everybody else agrees. Anything before 2000 is worthless, trash game. So that's fine. So we're going to go through and do 5 years per episode. So we'll do years 2000 to 2004, 2005 to 2009, 2010, 2014, then 2015 to 2019. And what we'll do this episode is we'll just go through year by year, and we might see if there's a favorite year that we have, and at the end we might even put the 4 winning years against each other in some sort of chart.
Oh, nice.
Something fun. Anybody got any questions?
Hit us. We're starting with 2000.
So we're starting with 2000. We've got an okay year. So we've got Zelda Majora's Mask, which is my favorite game of all time, so I had to put that one out there. We've got The Sims, the first Sims game, which is the first in obviously a big line of games. Spyro 1 came out in 2000. Deus Ex, which would go on to become a franchise that I know Will and I both played.
Yep.
And I definitely enjoyed. Counter-Strike, the original Counter-Strike. Diablo 2, and Escape from Monkey Island.
Wow.
Oh man.
Now, which Monkey Island is that one? Is that the very first?
No,
It's
the Curse of
not.
Monkey Island is the first one, isn't it?
Okay.
I think it's either the second or the third.
It's the second one. I think.
Okay.
Pretty sure.
So we've got nothing crazy, but it's the birthing of a lot of modern franchises that we're getting here. With The Sims and Deus Ex, Counter-Strike, even Diablo was, not super popular. Diablo 3, I think, would be the peak of its popularity. Anybody else
good
got anything from 2000?
Not off the top of my head, but I mean that seems like a pretty good list. Like you said, it's if not those games themselves, but it's a great foundation of gaming to come.
Absolutely. And if anybody knows any games and they want to pitch in, I know Joe had one earlier. If we go through the year and you don't hear me say it, just pitch it out.
Do you honestly think I can remember the years that video games came out?
This early, definitely not. But
Thank
once
you.
we get into the later years, I think
The only one that I'll be able to remember is NHL 2K7 because the number at the end corresponds to the year that it was released.
I thought, well, it's a year before, isn't it?
No, not the year it's released.
In 2K7? So 2K7 came out in 2007?
Correct.
No.
I
It would
thought
come out
2K5 came
fine.
out in 2004.
It would have come out at the tail end of it, like December. But it's for the 7 season.
Okay.
I'm just gonna skirt past that one. We'll
Go ahead.
revisit that
We'll
later.
research it and come back, and I'll be right. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
All right.
You know what? Hang on. I just researched it right now. Yeah, I'm right. Go ahead.
2001. It's a pretty good one. You've got Halo, the one
that's
that's
the best one of
granddaddy
all
that's
of them.
total. Grand Theft Auto 3,
Trash.
Max Payne, which is one that Joe brought up. And who could forget Paper Mario, Super Smash Bros. Melee, and Pikmin? There's some classics Nintendo's right there. Baldur's Gate, Dark Alliance, personal favorite of mine. Half-Life, the original Half-Life, and then Final Fantasy X, a very big fan favorite in the series. So 2001, I mean, just looking at it as a fan of video games, I'm thinking it's pretty good.
That seems top tier.
Yeah.
Like, it's got Joe's 25-point question in there.
Half-Life 2 was... It was Half-Life 2, right? Not Half-Life.
Whichever. I don't know. Who even cares, Joe?
The
The point
original.
is, you got 25 points. Okay.
Was it the original one or was it the other one?
It was the original one. Half-Life.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. So I did not actually play that one.
Again, spawned the series.
Yeah.
Not to be
Sure.
forgotten. Moving on to 2002. A little bit of a down year. We've got Metroid Prime, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell, Super Mario Sunshine, Morrowind, and Medal of Honor Frontline.
Wow. That I would not say that's a down
That's
year.
a good year.
Is that the I don't know if you would know this, but the Tom Clancy, is that the first Tom Clancy?
Splinter Cell?
Uh-huh.
There were Rainbow Six.
Yeah, the Rainbow Six was...
Before that, before 2001
Yeah,
or 2002?
Yeah.
it goes back to the 90s.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
There's
crazy.
tons of Rainbow Six games.
Yeah.
I had Rogue Spear, which I think was early 2000s.
Yeah, Rainbow Six had a bunch of PC games, and there were also a bunch of like PC, not DLCs, but like I don't even know how it's like branching off the same game, but it was all Rainbow Six. 2002, pretty good, we'll say. 2003, maybe an actual down year. Starting on us off, we've got Call of Duty #1 after Medal of Honor Frontline. So obviously ripping that game off.
Doing what they do best.
Simpsons Hit and Run, The Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, Knights of the Old Republic,
Wow.
True Crime Streets of LA, and of course, Finding Nemo. The video.
There's also Command and Conquer Generals. I think in 2000. You said 2003, right?
Command and Conquer Generals. Matthew, how do you feel about that one?
I don't know. I never got to play that game. I don't think very much. We may have had it. I think we had one of them.
Dad hated the Command and Conquer games.
Command and Conquer Generals was... I think... Yeah, that's the one we talked about last time, where it has the 3 factions and it had the terrorist group. It was the best. It was one of the best Command and Conquers, if not the best.
I like the covers on those games.
Red Alert was really good too, but that was like the original one, 1990s something, early 1990s.
Yeah, Red Alert is the first game I think of when you say Command and Conquer. That just sounds right. Alright, you guys ready?
Hit us.
2004, the year to end it off. Half-Life 2, Halo 2. I put NFL 2K5
Nice.
because I assumed that it was like Madden, where you have Madden 08 released in 2007 or whatever. But we can deliberate that later.
I'm not saying it doesn't. Okay.
No, Colton is right. Getty's an idiot.
Harsh.
I didn't want to go out and say it.
Oof.
World of Warcraft, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, The Sims 2, Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door, Far Cry, Star Wars Battlefront, Pokemon Emerald, and, of course, the SpongeBob movie video game.
Dude,
Okay, yeah,
that game
that's
was actually good.
I'll
Yeah.
add 2 more to that. Shrek 2.
Oh,
That's a good game.
actually.
And there's a game, I know you guys probably have never played it, but Let's Ride Coral Club. My family had it, and I played that game. I want to hear you guys looking this up right now. Let's Ride Coral Club.
Okay.
Need me typing?
All right.
Free
Oh
download.
my gosh.
Oh, Joe.
It looks like a
Dude,
little phone.
you still have it. You could sell it for
No.
$160.
What the frick? No way.
Yeah.
No, they do not still have it. You literally brushed the horse, fed the horse, and then ran the horse around a barrel. That is it.
Did you like it?
He loved it. He
I
100%ed that game.
I definitely played it a couple times.
Okay. But not as much as Getty loves that
Titty Monster.
the Titty Monster game.
Dude.
They don't have the same sort of achievements in those games, do they?
No, they do actually. I just
They
looked
do.
at it. It's brush your horse 6 times without getting off. I don't.
Ike would have trouble with that game.
Getting off the horse.
He's got a jar of peanut butter.
One of his horses was called the Titty Monster.
Yes, correct.
Boss, actually.
Oh, good times, good times.
All right.
Yeah,
What a
that
game,
year.
Joe.
Yeah, what a game! But that year, excellent year. I
Is
don't
it-
think anything will beat that.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
gonna say,
hit it
is
one more time.
no
Hit it one more
contest?
time. Hit us
So
one more time.
2004 again. I did have a lot more listed on this year, but only because there were a lot of good games this year. So it's Half-Life 2, Halo 2, NFL 2K5, World of Warcraft, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater, The Sims 2, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door, Far Cry, Star Wars Battlefront,
Jeez.
Pokemon Emerald, SpongeBob Movie, Shrek 2, and Let's Ride Corral.
That's intense.
Yeah,
What-
that's excellent.
So, I mean, do I even need to recap any of the other years? I mean, 2001 was pretty good. 2000, but I just don't think.
Are we voting on the best of the year of the group?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we should. Yeah, I think 2004
Jeez.
advances easy.
Is anybody not going to say 2004?
I'll
Yeah.
vote for it.
Yeah.
Half-Life 2 in that year alone probably took it from me.
Yeah.
So it was
I mean-
probably the most played game out of all the games you've listed so far.
Yeah. And for me, Snake Eater was like the coolest game of all time. And like so much fun.
Dude, that's what that achievement is called for not jacking off to the titty monster.
I don't get it. All right.
Okay.
Moving on
Moving
to our
on.
next
Moving
segment.
on.
Getty. Will.
I
You ready
got you.
for
Hold on.
lightning?
I got you. I got you.
I got my own timer up over here. Don't even worry.
No,
about
no, no, no. I don't trust you at all. You can't even.
Will's is the only
With this
legit
one.
timer. You can't time yourself.
And we're live. Or do we need to do an intro to this? Do we
it.
do
Hit
one?
me, hit me with it, Goldie. Hit me with it.
We're gonna do the lightning round with Getty. Getty gets a decreasing amount of 60 seconds minus one every week to discuss what's going on with the Tampa Bay Lightning.
That's what it feels
Will, how
like.
many seconds are we at?
We're now at 52 seconds.
52 seconds. Getty has 52 seconds. On your mark, get set, go.
All right. So last we left off, Lightning had progressed from round 1 to round 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs, facing none other than Joe's team, the the Florida Panthers. So going into it, I thought it was going to be a close series, but definitely leaning more towards the Panthers in terms of them winning. They were the President's Cup trophy winners, meaning they had the most points in regulation, or points during the regular season, which now is being deemed as a curse. The last 10 years, they've never progressed to the Stanley Cup Finals. But I'm like, it doesn't matter. This team is stacked, top to bottom. Fast forward to today. I guess it's 2 weeks later, and it was a 4-0 sweep by the Lightning, which did not see coming. Now you can say that it was a sweep. 4-0 domination is what you would think, but that's not at all the case. Most of the games were good, and I would honestly argue that Vasilevsky, heating up the goaltender for the Lightning, by the way, Stole about 2 of those games. Games that we would have lost had we had anybody else.
Time. Sorry.
And I'm
That
gonna
was
jump in.
not
There was
52
also one freaking dude on the Panthers who freaking blew it.
Oof, that was bad. Yeah, Uyghur not playing defense, even though he's a defenseman.
We
Five-
we can,
5.2
finish this
seconds
up
left
next
in
week
regulation
on
of
the
game
next
2.
light
Time.
Can we please mute him?
Besides that, he's just not
time,
playing
time.
defense.
Mute him.
5 seconds left. Tied ball game. Going into over.
He's muted, by the way.
All right, good.
Maybe Joe can discuss that next week when he gets his Panthers, the Prowling Panther minute. I don't know.
At what point should I unmute?
We'll make a
That's the
better name
question.
sometime.
You're muted it for the recording.
For the
Yeah.
recording.
Yeah, this.
So stupid, Getty.
If
What
you
year did
watched,
NFL 2K5 come out?
Don't ask Getty, he's muted. I mean, he can unmute himself. I can deafen him too. Wait.
We can unmute Kitty.
No, I can't deafen him.
Matthew,
Well-
you know he's just muted for you, right?
Is he really?
Yes.
Oh, I guess I don't have admin rights in this.
well, but you mute him, and then the podcast doesn't record him.
Y'all are
I'm just used to having
unmute me.
admin rights. When I mute, it mutes for
It's
everybody.
2022. I have a voice.
Oh my!
Not
Getty,
if you say.
You're muted again. Gee whiz.
All right. So, what do we have left? Except for the almighty, the wonderful, magical, mystical 20 questions.
Hey, you
We're
gotta
gonna go
unmute me
through-
for this. You clown.
Unfortunately, we have
I got
to
my
get
game. I'm ready to go. Hit it. I ain't scared.
Anybody who doesn't know,
NHL 2K7.
Yes.
Which came out in 2001.
we have 20 questions to figure out what game Getty picked from the past of all video games, past and present. All right, so I guess I'll start us off. Did it come out before the year 2010?
Before the year 2010? No.
Okay.
Thank you, Getty.
You're welcome.
Recent game.
Ask if it's second person. That's our joke,
We also learned what a second-person game is.
Yeah, did you all watch that video?
I did.
watched it.
Yeah.
Very informational video.
Yeah, yes.
Watch it.
So a second-person video game is essentially where you are watching you,
You're in a first-person perspective,
of
but
a
you're
person that's
watching
not you.
of a person that's watching you, and you're playing as you,
Yeah, so you control somebody that you're looking at.
which is what I've said this whole time.
Which is what we've all said this whole time.
Yeah.
Did anybody think that a second-person game? What did we say? I don't know. It's not important.
Who cares? After 2010, next.
Who's
Joe?
next? Joe. Mama.
What's the other question we usually ask?
We can narrow down like console, or we can narrow down genre.
I normally go second, and I normally ask if it's third-person perspective.
Yeah, that's it. This is
That's-
third person's perspective.
It is not.
So that leaves first and second person.
And y'all better look up whenever this game came out. That was in that video.
All
Ready?
right. Is it sci-fi?
It is not sci-fi.
Well, sci-fi.
Is it part of a series?
I don't believe so. I'm going to go with no, but I'll double check right now.
He doesn't believe so.
Are you keeping track of your questions, by the way? How many we asked?
I'm keeping track. Okay, not part of a series, more than likely, or at least not a very big series if you have to look it up. It is not a sci-fi game.
And it's not third person.
Not third person. So
It's looking like a negative. It is not part of a series.
Sounds like a first-person game. Is it a shooter?
No.
Not a shooter.
So might not even be first person.
Well, we have said that only leaves second person. So
Well-
that would only leave the one game in existence.
Third person would, like, if RTS would still be third.
Or like puzzle
Or
games
racing.
too.
I have no idea.
Yeah, puzzle game? Are you just playing as yourself?
What is that game that we used to play, Matthew? Chuzzle? Chubble?
Chuzzle.
Puzzle.
Do I need to bring a picture up of Chuzzle?
I'm pretty
knows
sure that
Chuzzle.
word is banned in 9 countries. That word is horrible.
So it is first person though.
It's Chuzzle.
Yeah, we think so.
Okay. Not a shooter.
There's Chuzzle. Jeez, I remember those bad boys. You know you can play that on your phone?
Yeah.
What?
Yep, they have it's just an app and it's the whole game.
Are you watching me play TFT right now?
Yeah, I'm judging you.
Did you see my
Yep. Colossus 3.
5 socialite?
Socialite 5, yep.
Socialite? Yeah,
It's beautiful.
it was. Sorry, back to
All
the
right.
Anyways,
podcast.
back to the topic at hand.
Whose turn, Joe?
Not words.
No. What? Is it?
Is it one?
Yeah, it's Joe's turn.
Did Getty go again? Yeah, I guess he did.
Getty's the
I'm the
in
person
charge.
with the game.
Colt-
I can
this is
waste a
Colton
question
though,
if y'all
Is
would like.
this console exclusive?
No.
Martavis?
So we still don't know what type of game it is, right?
Right.
Nope.
And you said shooter.
And he said no.
He said
Mhm.
he said
It is not a shooter.
Is it an RPG?
No.
Really, Billy.
Um. So 2010 and up. Is it a? Jeez.
I can't even name a game that came after 2010.
That's so sad.
Is it? This is tough. Is it I guess it's sport. It couldn't be a sports games because those are all third person. I mean, it could be a racing game still.
I want few racing games that are first person though.
They're usually both because you can switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you'd have to answer yes then, right?
I would have answered yes. Yep.
We can narrow down the year then. Is it, or I guess which console? Is it playable on the Xbox 360?
Let me check.
He's checking. He's typing.
I'm wanting to say no, but let me just double check.
So it's
I'd like to know what type of game it is.
Yeah, that would be a negative.
Not playable on 360. And we said it's not a shooter, it's not an RPG. Is that it? And it's not sci-fi.
Deeds,
Yep.
not words.
Okay. Is it a strategy game?
No.
Now we begin.
I guess a first-person strategy game would be weird.
Yep.
That'd be
That's
really
what
weird.
it is.
Well, you know, what are we working with here? What
that's
kind of
just-
game is this, Getty?
It's tough. What you got, Joe?
Um, so I'm looking at the tags for this game on Steam,
Mm,
and I'm originally looking at the first group of like 5 or 6 that it pops up, and shooter is not on there. However, if you go
RPG
into
is.
if you go into the like more like the list of 20, shooter is on there. I'll give you that hint. But I wouldn't have classified it as a shooter game.
Okay. That's cool. That's a nice little free hint. It could be like a archery game. I mean, those we got.
Well, I mean, he also gave us a hint that it's on Steam.
Mm.
Well, yeah, we already knew that. But go ahead.
Hmm. Do you own the game?
Do I own the game? No.
What?
Okay.
So it could be a good game then.
That's a good one.
Davis, what do you got?
Getty doesn't own it, which is weird.
It is weird. So why would he pick it?
Should I ask if any of us have played it?
Go
I can
for it.
tell.
Have any of us played it?
Deeds, not words.
I am leaning towards yes, but let me double check. The only person that I know that would have, the only person that I think that would have played it, actually, that's too much of a hint.
That's way too much of a hint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, hang on, let me
Did
look
it
up
show
something
you
real quick.
like friends have recently played, or
Yeah,
how many
I don't
people
know.
own
I
this
don't
game?
own the game. Remember?
I guess it doesn't show that on the store. Like friends that own this game, maybe.
Calm down. Calm down.
Calm down.
It's okay. It's okay.
Let's just go with yes, and I'm looking at it right now to see if
Okay.
the answer is no.
So then it's to me.
Yes.
We still don't know what kind of game this is.
It's kind of a shooter.
It's got to have some type of shooter aspect.
A shooter of sorts.
Does it have multiplayer?
Yes.
Has multiplayer.
Holy.
What the frick? It has multiplayer, but it's like barely a shooter.
Mm.
First person?
Let's think. Is this mainly a multiplayer game?
Is that the question?
Yes.
Yep.
No.
Okay.
I mean, I would say no, but there could be people out there that only play it multiplayer. I don't know.
How many questions are we at?
That's 13. I'm not doing so hot.
Nope, I don't feel good about this at all.
Have we gotten the genre?
Not really. We just know it's not an RPG or a shooter, really, but it's a kind of a shooter.
Is it a survival game?
I would say no. Let me double check this big old list real quick.
Do you even know what the game is? That's gonna be my
I
question.
I do know what the game is. I would say no. This says yes, but I would say no, and I would say don't think of it as a survival game.
Let's get
The tags on Steam are just user applied
Searching.
tags.
Oh, really? I did not know that.
Yeah.
I would go with no then.
Avant-garde.
Man, what the heck is going on?
I thought I knew avant-garde.
I thought I knew Avangard.
So what are we thinking, Matthew?
Man.
I picked a good one, I feel like. But if you'll go down the rabbit hole of, like, if you'll narrow in, I'm done for. So there's that.
Strange. And it's not part of a series. It's a one-off.
A little smash and grab.
After 2010.
What the heck?
Let's think. I was thinking like Plants vs Zombies. They had a shooter game, but
Third person.
it's third person. Um, some other weird games. There's a South Park game, but that was an RPG and third person.
Well, I mean, we gotta. It's it's potentially like a puzzle game, right? Like one of those weird games that Eddie plays, where like what is it, Mist, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Those are usually first person.
Mhm.
Tacoma, I think, is another one.
Mm-hmm.
Is Dishonored
Shooter.
that's a shooter? I thought it was like knives and
Yeah,
stuff.
I guess.
And that's where it's kind of a shooter.
Yeah.
Is there Bo, Matthew?
I just scrolled through the list of games that the person that I thought had played it, or might have played it, and they have not played it. So no.
Nobody's probably played this game.
What would Dishonored be though? Wouldn't that be like an RPG? Kind of.
Yeah,
Mhm.
And I asked that, didn't
What
I?
about like Tomb
Yep.
Raider?
third person.
Uh,
I don't know what I need to ask.
Same with God of War.
Yeah, and I already used that one.
A little smash and grab.
It's very third person, and also definitely came out in 2018 and not 2016.
Now
Um,
begin.
how do we proceed?
I have no
Oh,
idea. It's not part of a series.
Hmm.
We
Yeah.
still don't. We only know it was after 2010. I think that's all we know.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the 360, so it's even newer than.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Xbox One was like 2011 and 2012.
Deeds, not words.
So that's like a couple years.
What other genres are there? Like
Uh,
action, RPG,
yeah,
shooter.
I guess there's like first-person action games like Mirror's Edge was a first-person action game, but that was before 2010.
Mirror's Edge 2 though.
Mirror's Edge 2.
Ooh.
And it's
Oh,
a kind
is
of
it?
shooter, but it's not.
Oh, we got it. Go for it. That's it. Just hit him with that right off the bat.
Is it Mirror's Edge 2?
No.
No!
Yeah.
I thought we had
Really?
it.
Now
You guys really thought we had something.
I thought we nailed it.
I mean, there's got to be some sort of other. Well, it's not an RPG or a shooter, so it's a weird genre game. But then where does that leave us? Do you think like knowing if it was an indie game would help, or if it's like a big studio game?
That might help.
Whose turn is it?
I don't know. Matthews, I think.
No, I asked if it
No,
was
Matthew
Mirror's
just shot
Edge.
the game.
Oh no, it's my turn then.
smash and grab.
How many questions are we at?
Yours will be
16, 17.
Let's get cracking.
Is it a puzzle game?
No.
Is it an indie game?
That's what I'm looking at right now. So I clicked the people on Steam, like the developer,
Mhm.
and it takes me to a different studio.
Yeah, sometimes.
So do I go off of like there? It looks like it's sub studios within one studio.
Right, or it could be like sometimes as some if it's a console game, it'll be developed for PC, like by like a small studio. I
Right.
guess.
So how do I answer? Do I do it off of the small the do I
Just
do
do
it
it
off
like
the
whoever the
sub
main
one or
developer
the
is.
big one? Okay, well it then no, it is not an indie game, I wouldn't say.
Okay. Like Activision or Blizzard or BioWare. Said it's not sci-fi. Is Star Wars sci-fi?
Well, okay, so maybe it is an indie game. I don't fully know because if I do
Does
all
Getty actually know what this game is?
Yeah, Getty has clicked on 7 different games throughout this whole process.
you got me.
We've been trying to guess 7 different games as one.
And y'all haven't guessed it. I had Mirror's Edge 2 earlier. That was by through questions 1 through 10, and then I had to switch.
Yeah, smart. It's actually a great strategy.
Thank you.
Joe, you got anything?
Have
we
we
got
asked
3
if
questions
it's a
left.
franchise? Like, if
Yep.
Yeah.
Not a
It's
part
not
of the series.
franchise?
no, not a franchise.
Oh,
Oh,
like a licensed game?
licensed.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it
I mean,
licensed?
No.
I forge my own fate.
Yeah, I got nothing.
that's 18. We got 2 questions left. We can get this. We don't know anything about this game, but we can get this.
I can't wait to tear into Getty after this is done.
I mean,
because
you
I
all
think
are going to
he's
shred
screwed
me
us
to
so
pieces.
bad.
But I have answered truthfully how I would. The only one that I think might have risen an issue, and because we're at question 18, is the shooter. But
Yeah.
I since divulged that it had guns. I mean,
Yeah.
What?
Is it like
but I wouldn't think of it as a shooter. I looked up the definition of a shooter and started, and I don't feel like it meets that criteria.
well, I mean, that's fair. I'll take your word for it. But then, where the crap do we go from here, guys? Is the question. Well, we got 2 of them left.
Man, oh man.
I mean, it's probably an action game. We don't even know really if it's an action game.
But it's got guns.
Right. So I guess it more or less has to be. Could it be?
Could be a fighter game.
First person?
Could it be like
That's-
Uncharted? Or
I think Uncharted is
hard.
third, and that's not on PC.
yeah. Oh, it's not. I didn't.
Nope.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense.
Wouldn't that be in... What the heck is a role-playing game? Isn't that a role-playing game?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's an action adventure game.
It's kind of they've
I
been
promise you guys, this game is not that obscure.
Do you think?
Shut up, Getty. I'm gonna mute you
I'm
again.
sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Don't ask me any questions then.
Getty, what's the game? Say it now. Oh, thanks, Getty. That's really
Hey.
helpful. You can unmute it now. All right, now that we know the answer.
uh,
So
what am I supposed to ask? What am I supposed to guess? I don't know. I don't know.
we need something very specific now about this game in order to get it. Like,
Do you want me to tell you something very specific about this game?
No, you're trying to get points out of this.
okay. Like, do you play as a lady or something? Or I don't know. This is not part of a series. Crap.
I mean, I looked it up if it was part of the series, and I couldn't find anything. So, who knows?
We still don't know what kind of freaking game it is. What's left? I still don't even know.
Was a big friggin' studio game that came out, one-off, weird game.
Bruce, yeah.
Yeah, recently. PC for sure. I don't know. We don't know enough.
Yeah, if we don't know anything about this.
Matthew, just take a shot in the dark.
He did that
Lead
last time.
Lead
Do it
us
again.
That
up.
was not a shot in the dark.
That's a pretty good guess.
That was a good guess. It's funny to think that these two games have that much similarities, I guess.
Quit trying to give us help, okay?
I'm not. They're nothing alike. Get wrecked. Peen sucker. Yeah, I'm gonna get shredded. I don't know what for, but y'all gonna shred me hard.
Matthew, give us something, baby. Insight. Open your mind. Open your mind up to what it could be. Games, video games.
I'm out. Like I have nothing, no idea.
Matthew's summoning something. Hang on.
Give us the
I got stuck on a zip line. I'm sorry.
Ooh, somebody go jack him off real quick.
That was supposed to be an inside joke, Eddie, but
Not anymore.
Cat's out of the bag.
That's
Come on, boy.
Well, I don't know enough to guess, but I'm gonna set Will up for success here.
Okay, go for it.
And by set Will up for success, I'm gonna put it entirely on Will's shoulders.
Okay.
Is Will
Ready.
the person who may have played this game?
No.
Dang.
Oh,
Right.
oh well, that kind of helps. So then, that doesn't help at all.
Especially since I went back and looked and said that nobody had played it.
No, but
You said you didn't
like,
know.
Okay,
No,
okay.
he
I
did,
see, I see, I
but
see.
it would have helped. Like,
I guess.
Like,
Yeah.
is this a Will game? Is this
Yeah.
a Joe game?
Have you met my
oh,
Death-
so this is question
What's
20.
what's the strain game? Death
Oh, Death
Death
Stranding?
Stranding,
is that third person? or
third
first
person.
Yeah, that's a really good guess. I like that. Mm. All I can think of is series. New series.
All right,
Yeah.
Willie. It's all on your
Uh,
shoulders.
I honestly have no clue.
Anybody got one? Throw
Yeah,
one
anybody throw one out.
Give me 1 second. Let me think.
Enter the Mind Palace and see what we can summon up.
It's got to be a game that Joe's played. That
a
Getty
Joe
said he
game.
didn't play.
I said it wasn't on his achievement list. I don't know if he played it. He might have played it and just been bad at it.
Nice.
Wick Fable of Souls.
That's it. Oh my gosh! No, I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah, because we would have guessed that one.
Really, like I can't think of anything that's first person that meets all the criteria.
Yeah, I'm just ready to get this over with so we can
All
tear
right.
Getty a new one.
All right, I'm ready. I'm bent over.
Wait, what year did it come out? Are we giving up?
Yeah.
Okay, what year did it come out?
2017.
2017?
Okay, what is it?
All right, I'm bent over. It would be The Hunter: Call of the Wild.
Hunter Call of the Wild. Never played it.
Are you kidding me? It's a hunting game, and you said no about shooters? Is that
Correct.
first person?
Yes, it's first person. I have played it. I don't own it, but I have played it.
I've heard of that game.
Yeah,
It's pretty popular.
it's always on Steam every time you look.
Not every time I look.
Every time I look.
The whole
it's
thing is
kinda
first
always-
person.
I don't even know what
The whole
that
thing
game
is first person. It's a hunting game. Alejandro's played it. Matt Trumbull's played it. I've played it. You just walk around and hunt things.
But it is a shooter. Like
No,
that
it's
is
not.
what you
No,
do.
If you look up a shooter,
shoot
you're
things.
shooting things that are shooting you. A shooter is collective. This is a hunting
What?
game, more of a
That
sports
is
game.
that is a bad definition of a shooter.
Yeah, because then
Eh,
Zombie
I don't-
games are not shooters then.
you know what?
Yeah.
I'll take my 25 points.
yeah, I gave it to you.
Yep.
Hopefully
Yeah.
you feel good about it.
I even told you all that I had
Hopefully you
guns.
fall off a cliff.
How are they supposed to like? They don't know about this game. I
don't
only
know
know
about
about it
this game.
because Alejandro talked to me about it.
I've heard of the game. Like I know
Yeah,
about
everybody's
it.
heard of this game.
I haven't.
Matthew probably hasn't because he lives under a shelter.
Under a shelter.
Billy actually
The
owns
saying
the game.
is under a rock.
In a shelter under a rock. Yeah, see, Billy owns the game. Billy's not here.
No, he's not.
Billy would have guessed it.
Well, You feel good about it?
Fake
I do
25.
feel good about it. I feel like it was a very legitimate 25 because it is always on Steam for me. Like it's right there, staring me in the face, and it's a
How
very
often
unique
do
game.
you think we open the Steam store?
I open it like once or
I
twice a
open
day.
it all the time.
I only
I've
open
never
it
seen
if-
this on Steam.
If I want to buy a specific game.
Well, I'll take my
And
25
it's
points. Y'all
usually
can be
like,
upset.
hey, Maddie,
pretty
get this
legit.
game, and I get it.
Getty, I mean, that is a legit.
And it's
game.
very recent too, so I felt like that. Like it wasn't some
Whatever,
quick
whatever
fable.
will make you sleep good at night, man.
Well, baby, I'm sleeping so good with them 25 puntas. Can we have a score update right now?
Well,
No, I'm the only one who's only gone twice.
surprise, surprise, Getty's in first.
Don't break the wrist over there.
It might be a little skewed in Getty's favor.
So Getty with 40, Joe is in second with 25, so only 15 off the cheating Getty. Ho. Matthew with 20, I have 19, Colton 14, Billy 10. Next up is me, so all I need is 21 points. I guess I have to get it
You
perfect.
have to get a 25er. Yeah. Oh, you gotta do something obscure like hunting, man, or
Sure.
or horse grooming and jumping. I mean, that will do it for sure.
Mirror's Edge would be good.
First two questions next week. Is this a hunting game? Is this a horse grooming and jumping game? No? Alright. We can continue.
Have you met
Ah, good podcast, boys.
not
Good
bad.
podcast. Great
Before
stuff.
before we go, Joe, what's our question for next week?
What game do you wish that everyone in this group played?
Oh, good question.
I somehow
It is
pops
so
up.
long.
Sweet. I get out of here. Good times, good times, good stuff, boys.
Let's work.
Hit us with that outro, Maddie.
Crank it up to about 100.
What is it? The...
Hit us with that outro, Maddie.
Man, we did so good.
I got it. We're good.
Until next time, this has been Frog Giggers Anonymous Podcast 16. We'll see you for episode 7.